Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike King here, part of the Mike King Biz Media Network. You know what time it is. It is the Brian and Stratton Hour. Beth Murphy is here in the building. Welcome back to the program, ma'am.
It is always great to be here.
All right, so we got a lot going on. So we got to talk fast today because this is a big week.
There's so much going on.
So let's start off Brian and Stratton, the story, really quickly. Who you are and what you do.
So we are a career college that's been around for 170 years, and we offer diplomas, associate, and bachelor's degrees in those high-demand fields of study. And, of course, we're located on Hall Street right here in Chesterfield. And we are getting ready to start a September start.
That's right, September start. They're called semesters, correct?
Right, three
semesters per year. Help you with the speed to graduation and all that. So we're in August right now. You're getting ready to start. You had just wrapped up. Okay, so you give us the elevator pitch for when we should start in January. And then you tell us, okay, this is the important part. Now we're to the part where everybody always says, okay, I understand. September is when school starts.
September is when
everybody knows. Yes. It has been when September is when school starts. Talk about the importance. If you start in September and you want to get a jump on 2025, explain why starting in September works. Wait, right. 1 second. A person says, do you take the GI Bill?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so AWOL Beach, yes, they take the GI Bill. Brian and Stratton is the place to be. Okay.
That's great. I love these,
exactly. You don't know it
in time. No, that's awesome. So my feeling is, yes, September is clearly a back-to-school time of year. I was in a store yesterday. Back-to-school supplies are wiped out. You can tell everybody's uber focused. But here's the reality. A lot of our students have been away from school for a minute, okay? And now all of a sudden they're saying, I need to further my education. And maybe I didn't have a great academic experience before, but I need to further my education. And so I need to go back to school. So I don't care if it's January, May, or September. Now is the time to start if you have been thinking about it. Come to the school. Find out about the career paths that we have, the academic paths. Come and talk about the financial piece to it, that we do accept GI Bills. Tour the campus. We are built different for you. We know that coming back to school, that is a big decision, and we are here to support you through that.
One of Mike King, Beth Murphy, how can people get information online about Brian and Stratton?
Well, you can visit us at bryantstratton.edu. You also can call us, 804-745-2444, or just stop by the campus, 8141 Hall Street Road.
You will find your tribe there. So AWOL Beach, you will find your people there. There's someone's there for everyone to really connect up, and it will be a place. Okay, so the semester's starting very soon.
Yes.
What that means is a semester finished, and we're eyeballing graduation.
Yes, September 20th. You're going to be there, right?
I'm going to be there. So what is it with you guys on the 20th? Something big is happening on August the 20th, but we're going to, that's the media tease. We're going to get that to that in a moment. But August the 20th is the start of the semester.
So August 20th is our celebration. We're not talking about that.
September 20th is the start of...
September 20th is graduation.
Yes.
We start our September semester at the beginning of September, but graduation is on September 20th, where we're going to be honoring our August 24 graduates, and that will be at the Richmond Convention Center.
It's a big day, all the pomp and circumstances. Yes. Everyone's all dialed up.
We're going to celebrate each and every one of our graduates.
That graduation they started with the first day on campus coming up there for the initial start.
It did.
Talk about the person's journey, what they can expect. So AWOL Beats, they're there to help you with financial aid, admissions, career services, all those things all wrapped up together when you come to campus and check it out.
I think the first day when you walk in, it's a lot,
it's
right? But I love when people begin to say, you know what? I think I can do it. You can kind of see the wheels turning. People are still trying to figure out how I'm going to make it happen, but they begin to see it's possible. And the expression, the days are long, but the years are short, I think, right? So I think that as you're going through those initial days, you're like, oh my gosh, this is, a lot and la, la, la. And then all of a sudden you look up and it's graduation. I mean, our nursing diploma students, if they go full time, they are done in a year. 3 semesters. A semester's 15 weeks. So 3 segments of 15 weeks, and you are done with your nursing diploma. That is huge. That's a life changer in a
I'm not a
year.
mathematician, but that's 45 weeks.
Yeah.
And your life changed.
Yeah.
And on top of that, not only that, you found a tribe of your people too.
Yes.
Because it's hard when if you're 19 years old and you've never done anything, you don't know whether this college thing is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 35 and you've been out of school, I got a lot going on. I don't know whether this college thing is going to work. And then all of a sudden, you find somebody who is there just like you.
You are surrounded by people who believe in you and have walked similar paths. I myself, I earned my master's right after my son was born, and I was working a full-time job. So, from your administration to your instructors to your peers in the classroom, I love your expression, the tribe. You have found people that are appreciative of understanding where you are and want you to be successful.
And the speed to graduation, not only, it really cuts down on you finding your place and getting to where you need to be and want to be in life. Talk a little bit about that part of it, the speed to graduation and what that means.
I hope that once you're with us at Bryan and Stratton College, you're going to be like, oh, I love being here. But at the end of the day, I realize we're a means to an end. You want that career. And so we are all about working with our employers to get students from day one to graduation as quickly as possible so that they can be employed, so that they can meet the needs of our workforce, so that the graduates can find that career that they've wanted to be in. So it is all about that speed to degree.
And the college courses are determined by what the community needs.
Exactly.
That's with you working in partnership
Exactly.
with them. On the mic, Mike Beth Murphy here. Also, Mr. Noel, Philip Noel says he's a major Beth Murphy fan out there. Hey, shout out to Randy Wilson podcast. Hey, the best podcast that's out there on the Richmond market, doing some really big things, talking to some great people. Okay, ma'am, we talked about 45 weeks will change your life. All you got to do is get to campus. Bryan and Stratton has been doing that for a long time.
170 years.
170 years. So now we have a big thing coming up. Hold on a second, Beth Murphy. This is not an announcement, but 170 years. We'll give up this.
Yay!
Yeah, we spare no expenses here, ladies and gentlemen. So 170 years. Now we get to this point, August the 20th, very big day. Bryan and Stratton, Chesterfield Chamber of Commerce, Chamber RVA, all pitching in together to celebrate what you guys are doing. Built different, but there's something for everyone.
I am so excited because Bryan and Stratton College does impact the community that we serve. And so to see the community come together on August 20th to celebrate our 170th anniversary, I am so excited. So like you said, Chesterfield Chamber RVA, our employer partners, we're going to gather at the campus and raise a glass and toast. You're going to be there.
I will be there.
Right?
We'll be there covering it.
Yeah, and so we are so excited to be able to celebrate this major accomplishment.
So a lot of times people would understand Chamber RVA, Chesterfield Chamber, but talk about the importance of your partners. Because when I'm on campus, when we do the lunch and learns, you see Bon Secours, you see HCA, you see all the folks who are coming in to talk to and shout out to Career Services. That's kind of like why they're there.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so talk about the importance of your partners who are out there helping you guys.
So the partners, so many ways they help us. And again, they've got skin in the game because our graduates are their future employees. So our employers work with us, first of all, to talk about what needs to be happening on campus in the classrooms. They also work with us to provide internships and clinical sites. They come to campus. A lot of our students are able to work with our employer partners, get jobs while they're still in school, so they'll come and recruit for jobs. And then they just help talk about professions. You know, it's one thing for me to talk about how an LPN or a medical assistant is in demand. It's another thing when an employer is sitting at the table and saying, here, let me talk to you and let me tell you what it would look like to be a medical assistant with us, type of thing. So our employers, we are just so fortunate. We've got the best, Mike.
One of the things Brian and Stratton know on Hull Street, so a person, you guys help people find their direction too.
Mm-hmm.
Because a person comes in the door all excited and they want to be a nurse. But in the conversation, they realize they really don't,
Yeah.
this the thing, some of that patient care stuff, the interaction may not be for me. You guys are able to help guide them to the right place.
A lot of programs with study are very broad. Business and healthcare, huge. And so you might have heard that buzzword of human resources or nursing, right?
Yes.
And so you call up and you say, hey, I want to come in, I want to talk, and this is what I want to study.
I'm excited.
And as you should be. What I love about the admissions representatives, and you've seen like Melissa Thomas in action, right? So they will say, hey, Mike, great to meet you. Tell me why you think you want to study nursing. Tell me why you think you want to study human resources. And then they will talk you through what that means and why you think you want to study it to make sure you get on the right path. Because again, speed to degree means that you're not wasting time. You're not trying to figure it out, right? You're there and you're on a path that you feel good about that gets you to that career that you want.
You kind of, so it's different than say a 4-year college. When I sign up for all the classes, no one is there sort of challenging me to say, are you sure you want to do this thing right here? Let me help you. Okay. Whereas admissions is there, I come in the door, I'm excited, I let them know what I want to do, and we kind of talk about how to make this successful so we're not dropping out and then all of a sudden trying to start the wheel up again.
Exactly, and accumulating debt in the process, right? No, Virginia is so lucky. We have so many incredible institutions of higher education. But because of how Bryan and Stratton College is structured, our smaller size, we are able to meet with each individual prospective student and have those conversations. We're also able to meet with every prospective and current student and talk about the finances. And so you're able to get just a different level of attention as a student at Bryan and Stratton College. And I think that's really nice as you're trying to navigate all of this because it's a lot. It's a lot of information, and it's nice to be able to work with experts in these areas.
One of the things I've noticed when I'm on campus, you get former students, part of the family who come back.
I love
and you always hear the person raise their hand, oh, Mr. Grady, years ago when I came here, you were the one. Or Miss Thomas, you're like, oh, yeah, you signed me up. You know, so that is the length of stay for the administration and staff. It says something about continuity, and that is, we're talking 170 years. Okay, you kind of are known for nursing and business. Let's talk about some. You told me the other one was early child care. I didn't even know.
Early childhood education, hospitality, and of course IT. And again, all of these are areas that are in high demand. I mean, you and I work with Richmond Region Tourism. We know how important tourism is to Richmond. So hospitality.
And then you got a guy, Ravi Patel. Hey, shout out to Ravi Patel out there. That's hospitality and business done right. And also being a community champion. He is like waving the flag for Bryan and Stratton all the time. So it is hospitality, is tourism. Those are two big areas. Early childhood education.
Oh my goodness, such a shortfall in that area, right? And there's a lot of interesting opportunities within early childhood education. And so I think that's definitely a program that can be overlooked and yet should be explored.
We talked about what the pandemic did for you guys. It opened it up to being able to reach people. Now all of a sudden you guys didn't miss a beat. Talk about how important that is everyone does not have to be on campus. Yeah. But all of a sudden on graduation day,
everybody wants to be there.
Everybody is there, and you see everyone is there. They've done Bryan and Stratton different. It's built differently.
Yeah, well, like you said, the pandemic, that brought in, we've always had, not always, but for years we've had an online division. So you've got in-person classes, you've got the online. Now we also layered in blended, which has you on class half of the time, and then the other half you're working independently. And I think one of the coolest things that's been introduced is the remote option, where you're in synchronized real-time learning, but you don't have to be on campus. So you get that dynamic of the classroom and the support of the classroom, but you can do it from your kitchen.
But the campus is there for you to come to.
Exactly.
And that's what everybody's there rocking their gear, you know, with the merch. So when you see people out and about with the Bryan and Stratton merch on, like me, you know what time it is. We're out there. They're out there changing the game. Alrighty, ma'am. Start of semester coming up. What do people? Oh, okay. So I've been rocking with you for a while. I understand now. Certain things you can show up at the last second.
Certain things.
Certain things. You know, you can show up. Other things, no. So, you know, best thing to do is get to campus and start talking to them so you'll be ready to go September, graduate. And that way you'll be able to speed to the degree, and then you'll have your family will be there. You'll be there. Everyone will be there. Who's the speaker coming up this time?
We have Jessica Snyder.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so our Board of Supervisor representative. And Jessica, again, an individual who earned a degree while she was a single mom. And so the whole Bryan and Stratton College experience really speaks to her and resonates with her. So I'm really looking forward to our commencement speaker.
Shout out to Jessica Snyder, one of the true champions of the people. She is out there making a difference, coming to talk to and inspire the graduating class. About how many people this time?
About 100, so the house will be full. It'll be rocking.
It's going to be rocking, and everybody shows up. You know, family members are there, and we're going to be there once again, recording it that way, showcasing what everyone is doing. Really quickly, talk a little bit about the IT piece. I know, so you guys got the really cool, you know, the lab that's out there. Talk the gaming lab. Talk a little bit about on the IT side what you guys have going on.
So we have an IT program of study. Again, you look at the Department of Labor statistics, you look at tracking, IT is not going away, right? And of course, the artificial intelligence is adding a whole new element to IT and its role. So I am constantly talking about that need in that program of study. You also have the e-commerce, the way people purchase things these days. So IT is definitely a sleeper program that, you know, if you're at all interested, I encourage you to come out.
August 20th, we'll be there, 170th. A lot of people are going to be on campus, but people are always on campus. People are always in your buildings doing things. That's what you guys do to support the community. Tourism is there a number of times. Your lunch and learns, all those things. Hey, folks, get down to Bryan and Stratton doing some amazing things. How can people find you out there, ma'am?
8141 Hall Street Road, 804-745-2444, or visit our website, bryantstratton.edu.
Built differently just for you. On the mic, Mike, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Now take care.